My last point, and I'm aware that we need to stop, inshaAllah ta'ala, and that is, while you are a student of knowledge, the greatest advice that I can give you, and write it in capital letters, is know your level. And in another word, you can say, know your limits. Recognize you don't have the full picture. And in the olden days, they used to say, there are two people are the most dangerous people in the world. Nisfu alim and nisfu tabib. Half a doctor and half a scholar. Half a doctor, he knows just enough to kill you. But alhamdulillah, the worst he can do is kill you. The alim, however, can ruin your akhirah. The alim doesn't kill you. Wallah, if the alim killed you, alhamdulillah, that's something. But the alim ruins your akhirah. Completely ruins your akhirah and your dunya, and can end up with you in the hellfire forever. So be very cautious of being half a student, half a scholar. Yes? Realize you have limits, as I realize I have limits. There are questions I can answer and issues I can deal with. There are books I can teach, and there are books that I can't. I know I have limits, and I recognize when I come across a mas'ala or an issue, I may not have the full picture. Like those people, you're reading the Quran, and we said today you read, whoever kills a believer deliberately, his recompense is hellfire, living in there forever. Before you start going out and making takfir of everyone and anyone who does a major sin and end up following the way of the Khawarij, before you do this, ya ikhwani, realize you have limits, and you have limits, and you have a level. Understand your level and understand your limits. You're going to read things you don't fully understand. So before you go and announce them on Facebook and YouTube and make a refutation and a video, keep your link with the senior people, your mentor, the people more senior than him, the shuyukh and the scholars, and ask them and speak with them. Say to them, I've come across this issue, especially the issues of major issues of the ummah. Never, ever, ever speak about these until you have spoken to the people of knowledge from the major ulama, not the little baby ulama, and not the tawaylibul ilm, like Muhammad Tim, and not the little baby ulama like those ulama who are good ulama from abroad and etc., but they're not at the senior level. The likes of, we want the senior scholars, the likes of our Shaykh Al-Allama Abdul Muhsin bin Hamad Al-Badr, Hafidhahullah Ta'ala, the likes of our Sheikh Fawzan. Not go and let's ask this person and that person. So this is very important, because you will end up speaking without knowledge, and you'll end up going down a path that the Sheikh could clarify for you in 10 seconds that it's wrong, and say it's wrong because you misunderstood this ayah and the correct understanding is this. That's what we want you to do, is to refer to the ulama, keep your links with them. And it's stages. You have your link with a general student like me. You may have a link with someone more knowledgeable than me. And then you may have a link with one of the scholars abroad who has maybe a bit more time. And then occasionally you have a link with the senior scholars who you need for matters of severe importance, and, according to what you can do. So this is just really an introduction to your study. And I hope, inshallah, that this will inspire both the people who are here and the people who watch this later on, bi'idhnillahi tabaraka wa ta'ala, to study. And I hope that it will hopefully inspire myself as well to further my own study, because nobody should be content with where they are. And indeed, we want to progress, and we want to get further and become more knowledgeable. And the path is long, but the path ends in Jannah, because the Prophet ﷺ said, whoever sets out on a path seeking therein to seek the knowledge of the Sharia, the knowledge of Islam, Allah makes his path to Jannah easy. Or kama qala sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.